Hello, everyone. I am Monica. I have decided to do some video uploads. I have got into and have become obsessed with diamond painting, so I thought I would start uploading videos to YouTube showing my adventures and first steps into this diamond painting because I've never actually gotten to do it. I'm new, 100% new to it. So I hope y'all enjoy the videos I will start uploading. I've never done this before, so you will have to bear with me. I will try my hardest to keep my spasms to a minimum and to keep myself focused and on task instead of just starting to ramble off, which I will try my best. I make no promises though. So first, I am Monica. I have enjoyed and done lots of things. I like to try new things and learn new things. I do like arts and crafts. I have drawn a little bit, but I'm one of those visual drawers. I need, some kind of help and assistance with it. I have a hard time translating what I think in my head onto paper when drawing. I've also loved and enjoyed puzzles, and I used to put puzzles together and make posters out of them. That was a lot of fun. I've also done looming, crochet, needlework. Those were fun. I mainly stuck with scarves, blankets, and I did like to make gloves, but I liked the fingerless gloves, the ones that went, hole for your thumb and then just went around because, it's easiest with phones, and those are just nice, especially with typing on computers. Your fingers are free and you don't feel so stiff. So, just to give you an idea, I actually learned about diamond painting for the first time on October 5th, 2018, so this year. And it was just having a conversation with my friend Tori. She started getting frustrated with one of her drills, and I'm like, what are you doing? So she actually went into explaining it to me, talking about how paint with numbers. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember doing that. And I've done that with a few of the preschool kids I've worked with and babysat. And I did work at a church with kids, so I got to do a lot of activities with them. So I was like, yeah, I've done paint with by numbers. And she's like, well, it's like that, except for it's done with these small rhinestones. And I was like, okay, interesting. So she's like, you pick a picture and they get the drill colors for you, and you follow the little key it provides you, and you paint with these rhinestones. And I was like, interesting. So she told me the website she got it with. She only has one at this time. I believe it's a 40 by 50. She can't figure it out because unfortunately her canvas does not say its size. She didn't keep the paper that came with it nor her receipt, and Paint with Diamonds no longer carries the painting she picked. So I'm assuming it's a 40 by 50, a pretty good size for her first painting, and she's like determined to finish that one before she gets another one. So since she told me with Paint with Diamonds and completely new, that's where I went and bought my first two orders. My first one, I actually looked at spazzed on Paint with Diamonds all on October 5th. Had lots of fun looking at the different paintings. I started off with 4. I also caught them during a big sale. I believe it's still going on today. I haven't really looked. I got 4 paintings along with 3 gifts we were providing. They had 3 separate gifts. The first one was a premium wax drill pen. I got that. And then their 28 storage drill storage. They come in rows of 4, and the 4 are attached with their own lids. When I get them, I'll be more than happy to share them with you. And then the third one was I don't remember the size, but they're the light boxes that go under the diamond painting and shine light through them. So I got that all on October 5th, 4 paintings. I will share more details with you on those when I get them to unbox them, because I will be doing unboxing videos. And then about a couple of days later, I was talking and hanging out with my mom, and she was talking about her new office because she's a at-home nurse, and she used to do visits, and now they have her in the office doing more of management, she still likes to go out, but she now has her own office and her walls are blank, and she was talking about paintings, but she wanted something different and neat. So I was like, well, I told her about the diamond paintings, and she loves humpback whales. She's been collecting them since as far back as I can remember. So I showed her the humpback whales that Paint with Diamonds had, and she fell in love with one. It's called Mystic Sea. You'll get to see that in an unboxing. And she asked, she's like, why don't you do that? And that could be my Christmas gift. And I was like, okay. This is still, only 3 days into it. Don't know a lot about diamond painting at this point. So I placed another order. She made it as a sly comment, but a few days later, she's like, I really think I want you to do that. And I was like, okay. So I placed another order exactly about a week later. Again, I had 4 paintings, and I got the 3 gifts again. So I'm still waiting on those. Paint with Diamonds has sent multiple tracking numbers, I believe. Each order had 4 paintings and the 3 gifts, so that's 7 items on each, and I have actually 7 packages coming. So most of them are 2 in a package. I know there was a couple that had 3, and then there is actually one that is by itself. I will go into more details on that orders when I get to actually unbox them. And ever since then, I started doing a lot of research, watching a lot of YouTube videos on the Paint with Diamonds. They had a few videos and a how-to. I read all that before I placed my first order, but then I really got into the actual YouTubers and sharing their channels and just trying to absorb all the information I can get on diamond painting. There's a lot of great people, wonderful videos, very informative and fun videos, and I've enjoyed watching them all. I really wish I could, give everyone a shout out by name, but I'm horrible with names. There were a few that stuck out to me the most. Studio Stam, I absolutely loved her top 10 tips for diamond painting. She just did some random ones. She told why she did it this way and the pros and cons of doing it that way. And it was just really informative. I really enjoyed her video. Someone I watch a lot of is preschool teacher addicted to diamond painting. Her videos are very informative. I love how she does it. The way she thinks is great. I love her commentary, especially since she's left-handed. She, talks about how the world's made for right-handed people, which I know because one of my best friends, she is left-handed, and I've known her since junior high, so I've known her for a while, and I get to hear all her quirks as well, so it was really nice. And I learned a lot about her, especially about drill storaging and items she uses. She's really good about doing videos on stuff she uses. I really liked her storage, and then she did a real cool one with, if you don't want to be at a table and you want to be able to kick back in a recliner or at a chair, couch, so she could watch TV. She showed her setup, and I might get more into that. We will see. I'm taking baby steps, try not to go over it because I have been really bad between all the paintings I've bought and the stuff to get started on this. I don't even want to think about how much money I've spent. So, next, I wanted to mention, there was several other people. I'm telling you, there's a lot of great people. I did agree with another one that stood out to me. The channel, I believe, is called Paul and Shannon's Life, I believe. I really like Shannon. She stuck out to me because that's actually my mother's name, so wonderful name, Shannon. And she did a video about her finished products, which with all the research I've been doing and all the videos I've been trying to watch and absorb as much information as I can to be prepared for this craft and art, it was nice because a lot of them don't show finished products. So she went over I just maybe haven't actually particularly looked for finished products, but when I'm just looking through trying to see new things, I don't see a lot of them. So she went over a lot, and I got to see a lot of them. I do understand that, the diamond paintings don't necessarily get their true, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. It doesn't do it justice. Doesn't give it true justice because, diamond painting, they're cuts to give a little shine, glimmer, sparkle, whatever word you want to use. And the cuts do kind of change the way it works and how the light reflects off of them. So I know the videos don't give them justice, but it's still nice to see because you get to see, why size matters, and the more detailed, the bigger it gets, the more detailed and less pixelated it looks. So I just really enjoyed that video. They were all full paintings. I really wish she kind of threw a couple of maybe partial in there, because I'm really curious about the partial, the ones with the focal point of just like the one, and then the background is paint, or like a printed picture. So I'm not sure how those clash, especially since a lot of the really adorable paintings are partial like that instead of full. But it was still a video to enjoy watching with. Just to give a rough idea, the 2 orders I did get, on the first order, there was 2 that was specifically for me. I bought with a purpose for myself. I did buy a big one. It was 100 by 120, but that one's going to be like a farther down project for, I want it to be in my living room, but the couch, it's a really big one. So that one I will do later. I did find, I have a bunch of fairy posters that I get a poster and I frame it and everything, and I found a Fairies with Beasts. I fell in love with it. You'll get to see it. I did go with the biggest one of that, but I wanted a small one, a 20 by 20. So I did get one, and it turns out one of my friends actually liked the one I got, which I thought was funny, so I'm actually going to give it to them. Well, hopefully a little surprise. I highly doubt they'll watch me on here, but anyway. And then another painting was one, Tori, who's told me about it. We're actually split that one. We bought it, and we're going to work on it together to give to another friend as a housewarming gift, because she's done really well on her own, everything else, and we wanted to do a little something nice to her. So, and then my second order, I did get one that was specifically for me because my other love is dolphins. I've been collecting dolphins since I was so small. I can't even tell you what age it was. Been in love with dolphins. I think they're gorgeous, intelligent creatures. So I couldn't help it. This time I couldn't resist getting me a dolphin picture. And I bought my mom's painting that I'm going to do for her. And then I bought 2 other gifts. So only one of that one will be for me. After watching videos and learning of other places I can buy them, like AliExpress, Wish, and Amazon, which I don't want to say I was shocked to learn, but I'm like, why didn't I think about that? Amazon does everything, so why didn't I look up some diamond painting on there? But because it was a new craft, and I know a lot of them are made more in China, and then they come over here, I wanted to just do a vendor that I actually, knew someone who did it, and they're happy with what they have. No horrible bad complaints. So, but as I watched other diamond painters and what they thought, AliExpress, I do have to look. They have a lot. I can't decide just yet because I definitely heard about Annie's Home Fun. I really want to order 1 or 2 from her because the boxing looked amazing and how they gave it to her. So that one looked really good. I want to try her out. But after I did make an order on Wish, I got 2. I think I spent about 20 because I think between the 2 paintings, they were roughly around 5. I got another dolphin and fairy. Those are for me. I don't think I paid too much attention to size and stuff. I got too excited. Like I said, I became completely obsessed. And then I think I did buy one on Amazon as well, along with floral clay, because on diamond painting, everyone talks about the pink wax that comes with their kits. And, there's pros and cons to it. People say it's good, but, they have other stuff they prefer. Blue tack was another big one that a lot of people discussed, but the floral clay, I've heard wonders because I was listening to someone who, did step-by-step and kind of evolved, and this is where she's at, and she's talking about how the roll will probably last her forever. So I really wanted to try that. So I picked floral clay to start with. I don't have that yet. I'm waiting for it to be shipped. It should be coming today, along with the one painting I actually got on Amazon. I was shocked to learn that it's coming here, so I'm assuming we're starting to get maybe some utilities here that make the paintings actually in America, or maybe Amazon just ordered a big stock when it started becoming big, and so it's easier to ship out because it's supposed to come today as well. and I just placed that order on Saturday. So we will see. That's it about my orders. And again, like I said, I appreciate everyone's videos. It's wonderful seeing everyone's thoughts, process what they've learned, getting to watch them do it. It was great. But I do have to say, I bought things to help me out, and now I'm worried about the fact that I bought things because I'm like, okay, what have I told y'all about? 4 orders, and I've bought a whole bunch of stuff to, do drill storage, organize my stuff, maintaining my stuff, keeping records for all this information. I'm like, what's going to happen if I don't like doing this? I went completely overboard and obsessed, and I'm like, and then later I'm like, what happens if I don't enjoy this? What if I actually don't like doing it, or maybe I get frustrated with it? So Tori, the one who told me about it, I requested for her to come over, and we watched Hocus Pocus. I haven't got to see it this year, so I had to watch it. And so we watched that, ate dinner together, and then I was like, I would like to see your drill painting. So she brought it, and I guess because I've been watching it on YouTube, and a lot of the diamond painters really want you to be able to see what you're gonna, be dealing with. That I think they make stuff bigger, or they zoom in a little bit so it focuses, and you can actually read what's on the painting and how the letterings and symbols look. And your drills, when they're messing with it, just looked bigger. So when I saw them, it was smaller than I was expecting. I knew they were going to be small, but still, it was definitely smaller than I was thinking. But I got to see, and I was like, okay, that's not bad. And looking at it, and hers is huge. We put it on the not the coffee table. I'm at the coffee table. We put it on the dining table, and I looked at it, and I was like, wow, okay. So I'm definitely glad that I got some smaller ones, because I know they say the bigger you get it, the better, but I wanted some smaller ones to be able to try, learn how to do it, and actually be able to finish it within a reasonable timeline and everything else. And it was just great. I got to do a few drills. Unfortunately, I didn't get to share those with you. I just wanted to make sure I would like it. And while I was doing it, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. Now, I don't know how long I'll be able to do it in one sitting, but I can honestly say I will like it. Sorry, I gotta stretch out my legs. Indian style, they're all asleep. Next, I just want to go over a few things I did either already have or I purchased for the sake of doing these paintings, especially since I obviously have, 4, 4, 2, and 1. So 4, 8, 10, and 11. So I have 11 paintings coming my way. I actually got this free from a job. I'll probably, when I do unboxing, it'll probably be more my phone that does it instead of this iPad that I'm using at the moment. I don't have a camera. I'm not fancy. Maybe if I actually do this, because the reason why I decided to do these videos is because I feel like I bug my friends by talking about it too much, and I'd like to keep what little sanity I have and not always talk to myself. So I wanted to share it and just try to branch out, be more a little social, maybe find new friends or someone who I can spaz with it too, so I don't drive my friends crazy and make myself think I'm crazy because I'm constantly talking to myself because I don't want to bug other people. So I'll probably use this. So for my unboxing, you can just see down, and if I decide to do any paint with me videos, I will be using that. I thought it was neat, but I had that around. It was just a gift that a job gave. Now, I've had this for years. You can see it's been beaten up on the sides. See, I've had this for probably a good 10 plus years, but it was my lap desk. I liked how it had this to, so I can have a little more support on the sides when I'm using my mouse on here with my laptop. This is pretty comfortable. As you can see, it's an incline. So even if I don't want to sit, I can sit at a table and I can use it to help incline the painting, because I noticed a lot of them talked about being hunched over. And I have a phone call. I have to go.